I liked you better with glasses.
Too bad. I like me better without them.
Hey, pretty fans! Welcome back to Better with Glasses, episode number 3. I am Vicky Pizzalia, and Casey is here as well.
Hey.
And we are here to do our recap and review of Summer Nights.
Episode number 3.
For us and for the show.
That's right.
Yeah.
If you haven't listened already, go check out our bonus episode. We were in Wilmington and we hit up the filming locations, and it was a pretty fun episode for sure. A little bit shorter than usual, but definitely something you don't want to miss.
Yeah. This episode starts off with a flashback. So there's a flashback to younger times, and there's Belly on her birthday. I don't think
Young Belly.
Yeah, young Belly. I don't think we find out which birthday it was.
Let's call her 11.
You want to call her 11? Okay. Let's call her 11. She is sitting there with her Mickey Mouse pancakes. Everyone is singing happy birthday. I love the cha-cha-cha. It's like such a kiddie thing to do. And young Conrad.
So as far as the young actors go, not quite This Is Us.
No, yeah.
Not quite This Is Us. It could be worse.
Could have been worse.
They're about average, I'd say.
Yeah. But the concept of the scene was great.
Concept of the scene for sure.
Mickey Mouse pancakes, which is super cute. And then young Conrad leaning over and drawing maple syrup glasses on the Mickey Mouse pancakes. Then he goes into explaining to her this concept of infinity, which if you're a fan of the book, you're a fan of the show, will come back around at the end of this episode. And that's all I can say about that. Cut to current times.
Birthday morning.
And I just wanted to say, I don't know if anyone else caught the irony of this, but the episode opens with her, again, staring at herself in the mirror when the last episode ended with Conrad calling her out for that exact same thing.
Good note.
So clearly she's not thinking too much of it. She's still, primping in the mirror.
Look at her. A vision in floral.
A vision in floral. Yeah, she runs downstairs, vision in floral. Everyone says happy birthday to her. I have rewatched this episode many, many times, and everyone says happy birthday to her except for Conrad.
Well,
he is still sulking.
They're trying to set the scene here, okay?
They are, but it makes me wonder, it makes sense if the last interaction was literally the night before. If they were just yelling at each other in the kitchen the night before, I get it.
Sure.
But much time has passed that he's still, I don't know. He can't even say happy birthday to her when everybody else did, not even to save face.
Well, he delivers one at some point.
He does.
Belly definitely making a late entrance to get the happy birthday.
What, in the morning?
Yeah, everyone else is downstairs.
Yeah, everyone else. She had to get
fashionably late. She had to
get pretty. Anyhow, and then there's a really great scene where she's opening all the presents. And I just gotta say, you didn't read the books, but go Jenny. Like, this episode, I'm gonna go through a bunch of different other ones, but this is the episode where she just packed it all in. There was so much from the books packed into even just that one little scene. That doesn't all happen in the Sweet 16 in the book for Belly. So, and she does it via the presents. So she gets a book where they all start quoting this famous poem. That's from the book. She gets a charm for her charm bracelet, which is another flashback that's brought up in the books. So she gets that from Jeremiah. We get the sweatshirt, which happens as well in the book. And then we also get Susannah giving her a strand of pearls.
Good haul for Belly.
Except it just breaks your heart because the only one she probably wants a gift from, she's waiting and he's supposed to go last.
Well, if we're saying it's the night before.
I don't think it's the night before. I'm saying that it would only make sense to me if it's the night before.
It's out of spite.
No. He says later on, we'll get to it in episode 4, unless it's a bullshit excuse, but there's something deeper going on there, and he didn't want to give her gift in front of everybody else. But you see him playing around with it, like taking it out of his pocket, putting it back in his pocket. He clearly got her something, and it's clearly jewelry. My first watch, I thought maybe,
Whoa, back it up.
yeah.
If I'm Steven, it would be giving that kind of gift, jewelry. I would say he might not want to give that to Belly in front of
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Steven,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
right? Like,
Yeah, there's a difference between Jeremiah giving her a
trying to give
charm.
my sister, bro.
Yeah, there's a difference between.
And we already know Conrad can't fight, so Steven would have mopped his ass.
Oh my gosh, it always goes back to that. I don't think he's in a fighting mood. But yeah, there's definitely a difference. Do you think there's a difference between that and like Jeremiah giving her a charm
Yes,
for a charm bracelet? Okay.
big difference. Come on.
Okay. All right. Well, that's what I was thinking too. That's what I was thinking originally when I first watched it, but then I was also thinking maybe he got her a strand of pearls too, and Susannah had already unveiled it. So I don't know.
Stepping all over her gift.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, he'll give it to her later when they're alone or something. But then Lola, she does such a great job in most episodes, all episodes. But Jenny, when she was doing a rewatch on her Instagram story, was saying how her heart just broke for Belly in that scene, and Lola did an amazing job. The tears that well up in this girl's eyes when Conrad says, I forgot and I've got to run. I got to go meet Cleveland. Walks off, and that's when he says happy birthday on his way out.
Just giving them the crumbs, just a little bit of
But then
that little bit to keep her on the hook,
yeah, but then Jeremiah notices the awkwardness. He quickly hits her with a let's go practice driving.
Belly with a little bit of water in them eyes.
We already talked about that.
Oh, well, that's that important.
Then we have the Jeremiah and Belly scene where she's driving his Jeep.
Yeah, she was driving his Jeep.
Mm-hmm. He's teaching her how to drive.
She's struggling.
She does fine. She does fine.
Struggling. She always drives off the road.
The the point is another book shout out. Jeremiah teaches Belly how to drive. I thought it was a cute scene. He's talking to her about how they're gonna practice driving before they go pick up Taylor.
Yeah, there's a couple car scenes, so it's like they kind of blend together. But yeah.
Yeah, she and Jeremiah are in the car a lot together. Then we get a scene between Conrad and Cleveland.
Oh,
It's our first scene between those two guys. I love it.
Love that relationship.
Yeah, how do you feel about their relationship?
I mean, it's up there with like the best on-screen duos in the show.
They're good.
No cap.
They're good. Not knowing what was up with Conrad at that point when I was watching, I thought it was all about like his issues with his dad. Or that he was so close to everyone else, he didn't want to tell them what was going on. So, I thought, the Cleveland Castillo character was a good vehicle for him to show the real side of himself, or to tell, sometimes it's just easier to tell a stranger
Yeah, totally.
what's really going on with you. There's no ramification
Sure.
of it.
None of the baggage.
Yeah. Do you remember your first watch of that scene?
No. In this episode, there are so many spots that are revisited multiple times. There are multiple Belly
Like the same scene.
Yeah, multiple Belly and Jeremiah
Or setting.
car scenes.
Same
There's
setting.
multiple Cleveland and Conrad on the boat.
Yeah.
So those
Just two of each.
I know, but it's like one earlier in the episode and one later in the episode. So when we just watched it, I'm like thinking of Conrad and Cleveland on the boat, and I'm like,
You're thinking of the last scene.
I'm thinking of the last scene, and I'm like, I
No.
place the first one.
Anyhow, your first watch.
This is all hearsay.
This is factual because I was so annoyed with you. Because Conrad had fucked up not giving Belly the necklace, you weren't in on his character. Then Jeremiah comes and saves the day and is having this cute scene driving with her. Your exact words, I think, were, see, this dude knows what's up. And then
listen.
And then you were mocking poor Conrad when he was talking about his trees and rabbits and holes.
Go watch Lizzo react to the show. That shit is funny. That shit is classic.
She is not team Conrad.
Yeah, she's not team Conrad. But besides that, she is just
hilarious.
She's hilarious.
Then we have the pilot house scene.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I call it the pilot house scene now because we actually went there. The real restaurant is called Pilot House.
Bonus episode.
It
Ayo.
is not named, but it's where Shayla and Steven are having a lunch date. I didn't pick up on it the first time around. I knew she was talking about going to New York. I just thought they were showing her character as extravagant and extra. I didn't notice the first watch that when he's looking up the the matching designer suit, that it costs $4,000. Yeah, $4,000. $4,000 is a big ask for a 17-year-old boy.
I would have been like, yo, for sure. I could definitely get something like that. It looks like that. I could definitely pull off that look. That style, fire.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get one for 500.
It makes sense that they keep dropping his insecurities. He doesn't have money. He's out of his league a little bit. So I accept it.
Okay.
I accept it because it needs to move that plot forward. We then have the arrival of Taylor.
Oh God.
Arrival of Taylor.
She brings the pain, baby. Best character.
Best character? You're giving best character to
she gets
Taylor?
The juice. We talked about it before. She gets the best
one-liners,
content. She gets she's only in a couple episodes, but she gets the meatiest stuff, and she moves the plot. She's like always setting little fires all over the place.
Oh yeah,
that's awesome.
She's the fire starter for sure. I like her entry when she comes off of the bus and she has she's so obnoxious in a great way. She has a million balloons.
Oh yeah.
She comes running down, hugs Belly.
But I've literally seen that girl as a best friend to so many people along the way.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's done well. Calls Jeremiah Jeremy.
I like Jeremy better.
I like Jeremy better. That's from the book too.
Awesome.
Yeah. Then they go to get ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
I like that little scene. Awkward moment. It's just again Taylor just saying whatever the fuck is on her mind.
Well, Belly can be like, it's always the Taylor show all the time, but Taylor goes out of her way to make everything about Belly in the episode. Goes out of her way in every turn. Ice cream, balloons, bikini, a million things. So, there is.
She just doesn't like it when Belly then starts talking about her life and cousins. My Deb sister, every time she talks about the debutante ball, every time she talks about
that's
anything,
a friend thing. That's not about her life and cousins. That's about her replacement friends.
Well, yes, but it's the fact that she has them now. She actually has a life and cousins that is her own, not just her.
But she ain't hating on Cam.
She was not hating on Cam.
That's what I'm saying. So it's nothing to do with her new life. It's to do with I could be losing my best friend.
Yeah. I don't know. Taylor bugs me in probably 50% of this episode. Anyhow, she does mention in front of Jeremiah, and I'm mentioning this not because of Taylor, but I'm mentioning this because of Jeremiah. Everybody knows that Belly has had this crush on Conrad, but for Taylor to say, "Oh yeah, I can't wait to meet the guy who finally got you to take your eyes off of you know who," in front of Jeremiah, I just the Jeremiah reaction, and I've said this before, sets up everything else that's going to happen. But he's heard that a zillion times. Then they're playing chicken.
Great scene.
Great scene. In the book, it's age 14, but they do have them playing chicken in the pool.
This Taylor Steven tension is building.
Well, she's being very flirty. She flirts with everyone. I laugh every time. I laugh every time. You know what I'm talking about. They're playing volleyball, and Taylor spikes the ball.
Oh, hits
Nicole
in the head.
Like concussion in the head.
I mean, it's a volleyball. She'll be okay. And Taylor definitely didn't mean to do it.
Then there's Conrad and Nicole. He's taking care of her.
Oh yeah.
I do like that interaction because it was really hard to tell whether or not he actually liked Nicole, and he was being sweet to her in that moment. He then rushes out and leaves her.
Yeah.
At the house, but c'est la vie. Runs down. He misses Cleveland Castillo. That's a great shot of
the bookstore.
That's a good little interaction. I wasn't going to cover it, but there's a good little interaction between Laurel and Susannah,
Oh yeah,
where
yeah.
Susannah literally says like, "Oh, he seems like good post-divorce sex or whatever." I think she straight up says it.
Hmm.
So that's good. That was the first time that Laurel admitted to feelings, whatever they were,
For Cleveland.
Cleveland. Yeah,
Cleveland had the beard shave too in that episode.
he did.
Yeah,
He did. That was the difference.
that was the television look.
Yeah, like Belly.
Oh,
Taking her
randomly
glasses off.
dropping in Cleveland also bisexual. What?
Yeah.
Random drop in.
Then you get, and I just have to talk about this because it's my dream. Probably not my dream Sweet 16, but any birthday party where I have hundreds of dollars of lobster in a bowl where Laurel's like, "Hey, isn't this a little bit much?"
I didn't even catch that.
Oh man. Yeah, she says like, "Isn't this a little bit much?" Susannah says, "It's Belly's 16th birthday," and there's like, it's got to be, I don't know, $500 worth of lobster. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Then
The table scene is great.
the table scene's phenomenal.
Table scene is good, just from all the writing, the performance, the back and forth. You can tell these people pull off that they know each other. Everyone knows each other.
Very well.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, the dinner scene had a lot of direct quotes from the book. I was so surprised that so much of it came from the book
Okay.
because of how, to your point, well it played on screen.
Jeremiah, this is the first time he's like,
I'm actually jealous. He's acting kind of annoying about it, but he does. I think Gavin does a good job going back and forth. Like on my, I don't know, fifth rewatch, Gavin does a good job of playing jealous in some moments and then kind of taking the lead of Steven and being like just immature about it all. So you can't really tell. Is he doing it because he's jealous? Is he doing it because he just wants to call out Cam? Is he doing because he just is making fun of Belly like he has done
it
his
seems
entire
like
life?
he's
reaching though.
it seems like he's trying to
He's
get
definitely
Cam's skin, but Cam is just fucking G, man.
leans over and
Cam,
gives this.
that is like, first of all, he can't be shaken.
No.
Cam can't be shaken.
Mhm.
And then he's got some real stones to lean over and kiss Belly in front of everyone at the kitchen table. You know, if there was any dads there, that would have never happened. Just FYI.
And then you get your favorite Jackie Chung
Oh yeah, that's really good. I'll put
quote.
LOL Laurel on my show notes.
What'd she say? She said,
That's it.
yeah.
Oh,
Hey, Belly's allowed to kiss, but that's it.
yeah, yeah, great. Really, really good. Oh, more Taylor Steven tension building in this
In the dinner.
in the dinner. Yeah.
Yeah. And then they get ready to go to the party.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Taylor's juiced.
Taylor is so excited. I think she's excited to be going to, she's a party girl.
Yeah.
She's excited to be going to a party with Belly.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a cute little scene where they're getting ready for it. What do you want to say about the party? I think it's sweet that Nicole like had this whole setup for Belly's Sweet 16. That was nice.
Oh yeah, I guess that was Marie Antoinette. Anyone out there that wants to
Please write in.
reference the Sofia Coppola reference? Are we missing it, or is it Marie Antoinette?
Then get Belly blowing out her candles and steamy across the room glance from Conrad, which Jenny, in again a rewatch on her Instagram page, was saying that whoever was directing that scene, I think it may have been Jesse, they're all standing behind the monitor looking through at this shot where Chris like takes a drink from his beer and like he's supposed to like pan up and look at Belly from across the room. And I think the director's that's so hot. Cut. We're good. Like got the shot we needed.
And karaoke.
The karaoke scene was great.
Okay.
It again showcases Jeremiah just making fun of Cam or trying to throw Cam off his game. The whole idea, like what they're singing is Summer Lovin'.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
So it's a poke at the Belly and Cam summer fling. I loved that we know all the episodes start with summer and ends with something. Summer dress, summer nights. But summer nights is from Greece.
Yes.
So that was a nice tie-in. And I think Lola played embarrassed very well. I think Jeremiah played Golden Retriever very, very well. And Cam can't be shaken. Just
jumps right in,
jumps
plays
right
along
in,
with it.
plays along with it.
Him and Cam are homeboys.
Yeah.
At the end.
By
and
the
beer
end.
pong together.
Exactly. But then we get the Taylor Steven scene. They're waiting at a bathroom together. Both are talking about how they don't exactly fit into this world. And they go upstairs to try to look for another bathroom, end up in a room somewhere. Belly catches them.
There was no.
And Steven just dipped.
Yeah, no. Well, it's like I'm gonna leave you to it because this is definitely something. Gonna
He
go.
just dips. Yeah.
In watching the behind the scenes stuff that you've put on, we've learned that when they left the downstairs to find a new bathroom, there was no intention of going to
hook
hook up. It was just like something happened. They ended up in space, and it went down like that. But it was like with all the tension leading up to it.
On both.
Yeah,
ends.
on both ends.
Well, they also have.
They know each other. They're from the same town.
Exactly. They're from the same town. And they're both feeling the same feelings, not necessarily for each other, but Taylor's actions the entire time, her walk on the beach with Belly, where she's like not jealous, but she talks about Belly's glow up. She has friends this summer. She doesn't want to lose Belly as a friend. Belly comes in and all of her new friends just created this beautiful spread of cakes for her. She doesn't feel like she fits in, which makes sense because she came to Cousins for Belly's birthday party, and Steven doesn't have Shayla to ground him. I don't know. I guess he should have hung out with Conrad. I was going to say Chris. He should have hung out with Conrad the entire time, or Jeremiah. Like, he's just sulking, and he doesn't have his lady with him who makes him fit into this world.
This is something,
and it's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, this is something that's been cooked up for years. I had a thought too.
Can we hear it?
Okay. Take the books out of it.
Yeah.
What you know, or all of you know. From what I'm saying, I'm like, this could be a friendship that doesn't have legs. Taylor and Belly.
Oh, great.
I'm like, this friendship could be something that dies off by the time they're like looking for colleges or something like that.
In the book, they fight a lot. They fight all the time.
Yeah.
They come back to each other, but yeah. Belly, let's just say Belly has other friends. Okay. And then
then they go outside, they're playing beer pong. Belly's like,
gotta
go.
Well, before we get to Belly's gotta go, Jeremiah is playing beer pong. He sees Belly, he's drunk. He sees Belly, he's like, Belly! Gives her a big hug. Conrad just randomly looks over at Cam and mentions the waltz teacher, as I don't know if it's a flex, like, oh yeah, like I know the dances because I was invited to the ball last year. What did he call her?
Like a mastodon or something?
A sadist.
Oh, I was thinking masochist.
An ancient elephant.
Yeah, mastodon. All right.
Okay, Miss Covington is a sadist.
Okay.
Was the line. Now, Jenny said that when she was watching it, she said, "Oh, look how sneaky he's gonna try to probe to see if Belly asks Cam."
Yeah, it doesn't really read that way.
I don't think it reads that way, or at least I didn't read it that way.
It reads like Jeremiah and Cam he's starting to welcome them into the family. Mm-hmm. Like this Cam thing, in my eyes, it's like this Cam thing might go somewhere.
Yeah.
This Cam thing.
Hey Cam, have you started the waltz lessons yet?
Yeah. And puts his arm around him. I love this guy.
Now when Cam says no, then I think Conrad's like, his face changes a little bit. He's like, that's weird. I wonder why. So then Cam and Belly start walking out of the party. And here's my nitpick of the episode. Nothing on the ear, but Cam has seen Jeremiah be a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
Billy hasn't really reacted to the Jeremiah thing other than telling him to, chill and cut it out. But Cam's like, oh, I have a question to ask you. Are you into Jeremiah?
Mm-hmm.
Which makes sense to me.
Well, what's sticking in his head is like the dinner scene in my mind.
Well, there's the dinner scene, there's the hug that he just had while drunk with her, and then there's like the karaoke thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think all of those
Well,
things.
I would be like, yo, I think Jeremiah's into you.
Well, I think that's what he's saying, that he kind of asked if she was into him.
Yeah.
Which, okay, that's not my nitpick. My nitpick is that
There's left Taylor.
no. My nitpick is that Cam doesn't even react to Belly to being like, you mean Conrad? He's like, no, I mean Jeremiah.
Oh,
So
shit.
it's so funny. It's so funny how she does it, and it's so believable that it would happen that way. But the fact that he just misses it. He blows right past it. And then they set up as if she's gonna ask him to the
Oh,
netball
yeah.
and doesn't. And he has that like look in his eye. He's happy that she's gonna ask him, and she chickens out. She
Yo,
doesn't do
I
it.
dig the question though. I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, man, this guy's got real we've talked about it before. He's got
Standards.
yeah, he's like,
He's very comfortable in his own skin.
yeah, to be the only guy not drinking.
Good guy, Cam. Good guy. Missed an opportunity on the Conrad thing though. Then what? Cut to the next morning. Lola's beautifully chugging Lucky Charms out of a box. She's pissed off. Jeremiah's down there. I think he's making himself a hangover smoothie
Look good.
today. Looks
Looks like
good.
a good matcha tea latte or
They
something.
decide to go on a muffin run.
And then later in the episode, you see the muffins on the island in like a little bakery pan.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like the glass thing over top of it. You know how you
Okay.
do with nice baked goods.
Yeah. I didn't pay attention to that. But
Where you at?
I don't know. But did you see the look on Belly's face? Do you mind going and getting the keys from Conrad's room? Oh, is he up there? No, he spent the night at Nicole's. Two things crossed my mind at that moment. Oh, is he sleeping with Nicole?
Yes.
And number two, he's not. She confirms later.
Okay.
And number two, oh shit, she's gonna find the present. She's gonna find the gift.
How do you know that?
Because it was set up for it. It was total setup for it. I knew the very first time I watched it. I'm like, oh shit, she's gonna find the present. I was thinking that she was gonna find the present, and because she thought he was hooking up with Nicole, she was gonna think that the present was for Nicole instead of for her.
Listen, that would have been good.
It would have been good, except that we didn't. Again, at that point, I didn't know I didn't know it was a necklace. I didn't know if it was a bracelet. I knew it was in a black bag.
You
That's all
thought
I
the
knew.
cigarettes were for her.
Anyhow, she goes up to Conrad's room, opens his drawer. Weird place to keep keys, right? Like right next to your condoms and your cigarettes. And she pulls it out, and it's an infinity necklace. At which point, she knows it's for her.
It all makes sense.
It all makes sense. And real quick, I hope I'm not spoiling too much for my book readers, but I just gotta say, if you know the book, I loved how they did it in the show so much better, because the way that she finds the necklace in his dorm room at Brown is just still so weird to me. It's so weird to me that she finds it, puts it on, takes it without asking. There's a whole issue with the book that I have when it comes to the infinity necklace. But in the show, she finds it, she sees it, she puts it back. Nicely places the cigarettes on top of it, like you do when you've been snooping in somebody's drawer.
I wasn't there. We go.
Got the keys though.
Car ride.
Car ride number 2, Jeremiah and Belly. She is so oblivious. She's just staring out the window because she knows that Conrad got her a necklace. Didn't tell her about it. For all she knows is with Nicole. Yet Nicole at the party was telling her that she felt like Conrad's been kind of hot cold with her.
Said me too.
And she knows like, huh, me too. And then you can see Jeremiah. Jeremiah is so pissed. I just,
Why is he pissed?
because he's trying to have a conversation with her. He's
No, she's
talking to
bringing
her.
everything back to Conrad.
She's
Yeah,
bringing everything back to Conrad. And then he tries to bring it back to Cam, who
Mhm.
he's saying like, hey, I know we were being a jerk to him, but
Cool guy.
cool guy, like thanks for bringing him around, all this stuff. And it's like you can see it written all over Jeremiah's face. Like, God, can you, like, you're talking about Cam, you're obsessed with my brother still. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, if that was the case, why didn't he say, "Oh, it was nothing"? When she starts talking about his guy from last night.
Off. He's playing it cool as a cucumber.
Okay.
No reason to go fly off the handle. And you get Cleveland. This is the one you were talking about earlier. Cleveland and Conrad
Good scene.
on the boat. Great scene. Just solidifies that I love those two together. I love that they introduced the Cleveland character again as a relationship for Conrad. It made it much more believable, and it made me finally feel like he was opening up. He tried to open up to Laurel
Good point.
earlier.
When he was shucking the corn.
He was shucking the corn. He is so sad. Like, who makes shucking corn look sad? He's just out there moping. Laurel sits down. I like that scene. I hope that those two get more scenes together, because in the book, Laurel and Conrad actually have a very, very good, close relationship. And it's nice to see. Nice to see played out. But he almost told her, and then she ruined it. Messed it all up. Started talking about Aubrey. Cleveland, though. I think
Do you
Cleveland.
know Aubrey, by the way?
Cleveland's gonna get. I know Aubrey.
Or is she the unnamed? We don't see her. The unseen
She's
ex.
she's the unseen ex. I think from the book, she's the one he lost his virginity to.
Let's keep it PG here.
Yeah, Belly comes back one summer. They've broken up. Belly asks why. He said, Aubrey told him that he changed. He said, people change, you changed, to Belly, which sets up their little relationship. Aubrey will be back. That's all I gotta say about that. Aubrey will be.
Okay.
Then Taylor with Belly again, dropping her off. Belly doesn't want to go say goodbye. Laurel convinces her because friendships are important. That'll come back around.
Oh yeah, but friendships are important. Boys come and go. But I defend Taylor, but as a best friend, you shouldn't be hooking up with your best friend's brother
Her birthday.
on her birthday. So like, yeah, guys come and go.
How
I would have been like, go tell that to Rima over there, because you know who she was hooking up with last night? Yeah,
your son.
your son.
I like that they left it unresolved.
Well, that's what mom's got to do sometimes.
No,
So I hear.
no. I like that Belly and
Taylor
Taylor
tag?
left it sort of unresolved. Like Taylor, you can see she's clearly hurt that Steven blew it off. Belly says she's not mad, but she needs time to work through it. Then what do we have? Then we have Steven and Belly with a scene. I think it's a nice brother sister moment. I like the duality of the scene. I will say I like the other scene that they'll have later on that's kind of the parallel to it in episode 7, but we'll get there. And then it's not the saddest scene. So spoiler alert, it's not going to be
pretty damn sad.
It's not going to be the saddest scene, but we find out that Susannah had cancer and the cancers come back, and this time around she doesn't want to do a clinical trial. She doesn't want to do chemo. She apparently has made her peace with it, and nobody knows. She's supposed to enjoy the last, oh, so sad, the last great
Summer
in Cousins, and then tell the boys apparently back in Boston when they get.
That's something.
Sad.
Very sad. I mean, we should all be living that freely always. Making peace with it. and then you could really just let all your worries go. It'd be nice if everyone could do that all the time.
Yeah. Well, it'll come back, but I just feel bad for Laurel. She knows she has to watch her best friend through this lens, right? Like, so now it puts everything else in perspective.
All right, so that's the episode.
That's episode 3.
What's your favorite song?
Favorite song? There are 2 great.
The Billie Eilish joint.
Yes, a little out of place. I don't think it was out of place for the scene and what was going to happen. It's a weird song to be playing at a party. Billie Eilish songs don't usually play.
I like the scene to finish it out.
Carly Rae Jepsen.
Coffee.
Oh, Bon Iver.
Bon Iver, yeah.
Yeah, that's a great one. Oh, Belly is lighting her candle by herself for her Mickey Mouse pancakes, and it starts playing. That is good and sweet. And then it ends up with the ladies on the beach. Yeah, my 2 beat drop moments. Best friend, yeah. Best friend when they step out of the car, they're walking up is great. And then the other one, Carly Rae Jepsen. I think it's called Your Type. I think it's called Your Type.
Okay.
When she finds the infinity necklace. And then it plays throughout the Jeremiah and Belly riding in the car.
Who won the episode?
Character? I usually think about this before. Oh man.
Well, I can start figuring out who lost the episode. Taylor lost the episode.
Taylor lost the episode.
The moms lost the episode.
Why?
Because they're in this emotional rabbit hole now. That stinks.
Yeah, but they've been in they both.
But now it's revealed.
Yeah, now it's revealed. I think it stinks more for us than it does for those.
Steven's out. He's carrying this burden of guilty conscience now.
Yeah.
Steven's out.
Jeremiah is feeling weird. I can't give it to Jeremiah. He's feeling weird. He's starting to show that like jealousy, and I don't like that character trait. Character trait. I don't like the trait of anyone, but it's real human emotion.
All right, Cleveland's out here getting on national TV.
Cleveland.
And he's out here giving Matt fatherly advice like no one's business.
Yeah.
Cleveland's out here winning.
Oh, and he doesn't know it yet, but he's got
a secret admirer.
Yeah.
Damn, Cleveland wins the episode. It's my guy. It's always besides Belly.
It's always besides Belly.
Conrad had a decent episode without him even doing a lot.
Yeah, it
just
was
because
more about him. Having him in it.
Decent episode because he wasn't doing all the winning. I can't give it to him. Cam, he's worrying now too. He's got.
Oh yeah.
He's always going to be strong and resolute, but now he's getting a little. He hasn't been asked to the dance yet. He's
in his own head.
Yeah,
for sure. Damn, I think it's Cleveland.
Cleveland Castillo wins the episode.
Yeah.
Ding ding ding. Episode 3, Summer Nights, directed by Jeff Chan. Teleplay by Jenny Zhang. Flipping over to IMDb. Episode 3 got a 7.2. Interesting. So we went 7.1. Well, currently 7.1, episode 1, 7.2, episode 2, 7.2, episode 3.
They tied.
What's your grade?
This one? What did I say last time? What did I give the other one? I think I gave the last one a 8. 7.9.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, there aren't, like, when you look at the rest of the episodes, there are, like, some really big things that happen in each of them.
Yeah.
Belly's birthday, I guess, is the big thing here.
Yeah. I like it for, again, Jenny just piling in all the book stuff, making it believable, having some continuity between the books and
this is what happens.
And how it weaves in.
This is what happens. Mid-season lulls.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when you're stacking it up against the rest of them, it's probably the worst episode. I'm not saying it's a bad episode, but it's just, I'm looking at what's coming up, and all of them have like some banging stuff going on.
Yeah.
And the ones that we did already, you're really setting it up. Just that mid-season, valley.
Well, I also root for these characters so much. And even when we were doing Who Won the Episode, it's a hard episode for all of our beloved characters here.
Yeah.
Like everyone has some kind of drama, and you know me, I have to have some kind of Conrad and Belly interaction, not just like longing looks from across across the room.
Now that we gave our synopsis, I'm going to read the IMDb, 2 sentence
Okay.
roundup of what episode 3 was about. It's Belly's birthday. Her best friend Taylor arrives to celebrate. Conrad's friendship with Cleveland grows while the friendships between Belly, Taylor, and the Fisher boys are tested. Laurel and Susannah's secret finally comes to light.
It's pretty good.
Pretty damn good, isn't
Pretty
it?
good synopsis. Yeah.
All right. So up next will be Summer Heat, episode 4. And that baby brings the heat, doesn't it?
It's my favorite episode.
Damn.
It's great.
Yeah.
Every part of it.
Better with Glasses Pod on Instagram.
Like, follow, subscribe.
Yep. Appreciate everyone who subscribed on Apple. And thank you guys so much.
See you next time.